Welcome to beautiful Pismo Beach, California. We are here today at Seaside Cliffs for an energizing 30-minute intermediate mat Pilates workout that integrates the challenging and fun ground-based movements of animal flow with the holistic mind-body engagement of Pilates. This class will end with 2 rounds of a lower body circuit that will elevate your heart rate while leaping, kicking, and squatting your way to legs of steel. Pilates paired with animal flow is a fantastic way to strengthen the core, improve balance, increase coordination, joint mobility, and joint awareness, while alleviating anxiety. I will provide various levels of intensity for the following exercises so that everybody can feel the benefits of this practice. If you'd like to improve your ability to move with strength, ease, and grace, then join me on the mat and let's begin. Standing nice and tall, 4 backwards shoulder rolls. Really think about the elevation, retraction towards your spine, depression towards your back pockets, and protraction forward. And then we're going to reverse the direction 4 times, getting that full range of motion into our arm sweeps, palms facing up, and they face down as they return to your side. You're painting semicircles in the sky, reaching laterally up and back to your thigh. On the next one, reach into your thoracic extension. So right here, arms are up, palms face each other, open the heart, open the chest, and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time with straight or bent knees. Bending the knees, we're going to roll back up. Really feel the stretch into the lower back. The head comes up less. Elevate the arms, thoracic extension. Press your tailbone forwards and gently engage the core to protect your lower back. We roll down once again and bend the knees. Enjoy the 1 vertebrae at a time ascent to standing. Returning to the thoracic extension once more. And rolling back down through the spine. And this time, we're going to stay here. Grab opposite elbow, and we're going to do a few knee bends, 12 total. As you bend the knees, you want to inhale. As you straighten them, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Really focus on letting go any tension in the upper body. You can wiggle your neck a little bit if you need to. Just say goodbye to any tension you're holding in your body. You can let those arms hang. You can hold on to your feet, to your ankles, really anywhere where you feel maximum relaxation and can really think about the stretch in the posterior or the back line of your body. Trying to keep your hips above the knees, which are above the ankles here. Oftentimes our hips want to push back, so just try to shift your weight forwards into more of the forefoot. Now bend the knees and roll back up 1 vertebrae at a time very slowly until the shoulders and then the head restack. Backwards shoulder roll here. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, and press the hands towards the sky. Now side bend to the left, pressing into the right foot and letting the ribs go in opposition to the left. Exhale back up, grow tall. Inhale and send your ribs and upper body to the right while the hips shift to the left. Exhale back up. Now let's return to the left, but this time round forwards to feel a stretch on the back of the right shoulder. Inhale and exhale, come back up. Going towards the right, side bending right, rolling the left shoulder forwards. Make sure your hips are squared forwards towards me. Exhale back up, grow nice and tall. Inhale back to the left. Reach the arms in opposition and shift your weight into the right foot before you lift the left into a leg abduction. If this is too hard, you can tap the foot down instead of choosing to do the balance. Exhale, come back up. Inhale to the right. Reach the arms in opposition and raise the right leg by shifting the weight into the left foot. And exhale, come back up. Now reach the upper body back for a thoracic extension. Bring the arms down to your side and now press the palms towards each other as you march your legs, alternating left, right, left, right. Bring a knee to your hip height. Now the arms are out at shoulder height in a wrist extension. As you bring just the right knee up into a march, the arms go overhead, maintaining the extended wrist position, and then back to shoulder height. Adding on, we're going to march the leg up and extend the right leg. Keep the upper body doing the same exact thing, keeping the wrist extension. Your arms might be getting tired. You should be feeling this in the shoulders and the wrists, and the quadriceps definitely as we extend that leg. Moving on to single leg lift, trying to keep the right leg as straight as possible. Keep a dorsiflexed, toes towards the knee at the ankle, and trying to keep the movement from the femur bone moving in the hip socket. So that means no moving the lower back with any of these. Back to marching. Maybe add a few wrist rolls to massage out those wrists. And then we go to the other side. So same thing, but when you reach up, the back of your palms touch. The back of your hands are going to tap each other and then come back to the wrist extension at shoulder height. What we're doing here is flexion overhead. Wrist flexion to extension. Flexion, extension. Add the leg extension on the right side this time. We call this a TKE, terminal knee extension. And go at whatever height is comfortable to you. Notice that my lower back is not moving, my hip is moving, but not the lower back. So we call that lumbo-pelvic stability. On these leg swings, when you bring that right leg up, try to keep the leg as straight as possible, but it's okay if you need to bend the knee. Back to marching, adding a few wrist circles, both directions, standing nice and tall. Inhale the arms up, quick thoracic extension, and roll down one vertebrae at a time until you relax with your hands hanging down, lengthening through the back legs, bending the right knee. We're going to reach the left arm to the sky, pressing back through the long, straight left leg, opening up the glutes and the side of that leg, gazing up towards the hand, down, or straight in front of you. March it out a little left-right. Bend the left leg. Send the right arm up to the sky. Your gaze can follow the hand. Really think about pressing the right hip back. Now we want to press the pelvis back to get that stretch. Returning to the other side. Bring the left arm up and then forward. Bicep by the ear. Gaze is down. Bring it back up to the sky and down through center to switch sides. Bend the left knee. Open up the right arm to the sky and let it come by your right ear. Back up to the sky and down. Bend the knees slightly to really round through the lower back as you ascend to your standing position. Your shoulders and your head come up last. Inhale and sweep the arms to the side overhead. Exhale, tuck the chin. Articulate one vertebrae at a time until the fingers meet the ground. Walk out into your high plank. And now walk your knees beneath your hips. This is quadruped, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees for good alignment. Release your tailbone, release your chest. That is your cow position. This is cat. So initiating the motion from your tailbone, releasing, and now tucking, you send the movement through the rest of the spine. Poodle wag. Look towards the hip, and the side you're looking towards, that hip is going to come closer towards the rib cage, opening up the other side of your body. Lateral flexion of the spine. Next, we have scapular push-ups. Protraction, retraction. widening, narrowing, unplugging, plugging of the shoulder blades. Anything you can use as an imagery here will help. Now we're going to test our balance. Lift the left leg and the right hand off of the ground and hold. Switch. Lift the left hand, right knee, really stabilize through the opposite limbs. A little faster now, marching it out. This is called contralateral movement, moving in opposition. Back to quadruped, hovering the knees. This is called the beast, a very active posture. Every muscle is working here. Lower the knees. Come back up to beast, hovering the knees. Now, in a more challenging position, we are going to add the foot and hand releases, trying not to wobble too much, letting your body stabilize, knees come down, and back up for shoulder taps. So my trick here is the arm that's moving to tap the shoulder, press back into that heel. That will really help you stabilize. Now we're doing the taps to the opposite ankle. You can widen your knees if you want a little bit bigger of a base of support. That will make it easier to balance. Tapping either the calf or the ankle or the foot. Now, lower the knees wide on your mat and send your hips down to your heels. Let's take a few breaths here in child's pose to recharge and to lengthen our spine. Inhale, walk the hands over to the left of your mat. Ground the right side of your hip down towards the earth to feel a stretch on the right side of your body. Walk your hands through center into the right side of your mat, feeling the stretch now on the left side of your body. Walk back through center and lift into quadruped once more. Hover the knees and walk your beast. We walk the beast to high plank and back, being aware of the knees stopping beneath the hips. Step the right foot forward, side kick through, develop that left leg nice and long. Tap the ankle, send the left, and then the right leg back to plank. Push up. On the knees is totally okay. Side kick through to the left. Tap the right ankle, send the right leg, and then the left to your high plank. I'm going to drop the knees now. Tricep push up. No drooping heads. Energize through the back of the neck on those push-ups. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up. Step the left foot forward, side kick through. Really lengthen and strengthen that right leg. Step, side kick through. Really feel those inner thighs working. And now you're going to come back to your beast. Under switch, the left leg comes under as you pinwheel the right arm back. We're going to find our capital letter M, aka crab sit. Hovering the glutes above the ground just a little bit and the fingers face away from you. If that's too tight, really opening your shoulders too much, then you might want to try bringing the fingers to the side or bringing them forward towards your heels. This will be the easiest position. The hardest will be the most externally rotated at the shoulder with your fingers behind you. But whatever floats your boat, we want you to be comfy in this position. Now gently roll yourself back onto your mat and bring your legs up to tabletop, knees over hips, ankles should be in line with the knees. Feel the space under your lower back. That's called neutral spine. Now we're going to imprint it into the mat so that it's touching the mat. Exhale, press the palms into the thighs, and the palms are going to receive pressure from the thighs, pressing into them. This is called an isometric abdominal press, waking up, warming up your core musculature. Now let's release the sacrum, release the lower back, roll left and right a few times. Back to tabletop. Inhale the arms over the shoulder. Exhale, lift for the 100. Inhale for 5. And exhale for 5 pulses. Inhale with a sniffing breath. And exhale audibly out the mouth. Keeping the arms nice and long, extending energy through those long fingers, all the way out the fingertips. Keeping the spine imprinted into the mat and the back of the neck nice and long. by looking at your belly button. Level 2, bring the legs up, straight above your hips, and lower them on an angle, but only as low as you can maintain the imprint in your lower back. If you happen to notice the lower back arching off of the mat, then that means you're lowering your legs too far, and I want you to bring them back up or to tabletop. And we are done with the 100. Hug the knees to your chest. Roll up time. Bring the feet a little bit further away from you, the arms back overhead, and exhale to lift to a nice tall posture. Inhale, exhale, and roll back. Arms by your ears. Exhale, roll up. Nice and tall. Grow taller on your inhale. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale and roll back, but don't let the ribs pop off the mat. Now super glue your legs together. Exhale, full roll up with straight legs and dorsiflexed ankles. So you don't want your head to be up, you want it to be framed in between your arms. Exhale and roll all the way down to the mat yet again. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Pretend someone's pulling your belly button back, but you are reaching forwards in opposition. Exhale, roll all the way back. Inhale, the arms come by your ears. Lift on your exhale. Round and reach forwards. And exhale, roll back all the way. Arms by the ears. Inhale, exhale, up. Reach forward. We're going to go halfway hold at the sacrum. Flexing through the ankles. Lift the left leg, point and flex the ankles. Reach forward with the arms. Maintain the deep abdominal connection. Lift the opposite leg, point and flex. That transverse abdominis, your deep core muscle, is really working here. Legs down, exhale, complete the roll down. Inhale, exhale, continue to roll up. Stopping halfway again. Hold here. We're doing scissor arms. One arm comes up, the other stays in line with your shoulders. Stay flexed through the ankles, inner thighs are pressing towards each other, rolling back. Arms stay by your side here. And take a deep breath. Now we're going to roll onto our bellies for the prone section of class. Once you get to your belly, stack your forearms and make a little pillow for your forehead. Pull your belly button to your spine, engaging your belly and your glutes. Now, flutter kick your legs, hovering the knees off the ground for some strong and lengthened swimming kicks. Pointing through the ankle, vigorous kicks. Lower the legs. Quick reset. Engage the glutes and the core, lift the legs, and continue to flutter the legs, left, right, alternating. And lower them. Now the arms. You're going to keep the legs down, press the pelvis into the mat, pull your belly towards your spine, lift the thoracic spine, and flutter only the arms. Palms can be down, or I prefer palms facing each other for more external rotation or opening at the shoulder joint. Rest before set 2. Inhale, lift the arms, press the pelvis down. Try to stay cemented in the lower body as you lift through the upper body. Now let's integrate legs and arms for Pilates swimming. Stay lifted. You can always go slower by keeping one side of the body down and lifting the other in opposition. Or you can flutter faster. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Inhaling for 4 counts, exhaling for 4. Palms come by your shoulder and press yourself back into a child's pose with the knees wide, hips back. Take a deep breath here. You deserve it. Roll back through your spine. Come up to face me, kneeling with your knees as the base of support. Your hips, your shoulders, and your ears stacking on top of them. Inhale the arms out to the side. Inhale up, exhale down. Palms face up and palms face down. We call this supination. Palms facing down, pronation. Stopping with the arms at the shoulder height. Step one leg out to the left. Bring it to kneeling. and to the right. Let's alternate back and forth, trying not to wobble here. Trying to be as steady as possible. Inhale and reach the right arm to the ground. Stack your shoulders here as we prepare for side plank. You can either walk the foot in front for staggered foot plank, or if you would prefer, bring the right knee back to the ground for an increased base of support. The combination is a front kick, tap the toe, back kick, thread the needle, stay lifted with the leg and the arm, foot to the ground, back to your side plank. That's our flow. We're going to repeat it a few times. Front kick, tap the toe, try not to move the lower back as you do the thread the needle in the front kick. Stay lifted, foot comes down, left joins for side plank. So really try to keep the leg separate from the lower back's movement. We're really working on hip mobility and shoulder stability in this combination. Trying to stay really open through the front of our hip. Tap the toe. Thread the needle, reach underneath the armpit. Lift into your circles. Both directions, 8 vigorous circles, pointing through the ankle, lengthening that leg. Now inhale and exhale, return to kneeling for ring the towel. We're wringing out the shoulders here with external rotation and internal rotation at the shoulder joint, rotating our neck to look towards the externally rotated shoulder. Going to the other side, reach the left arm down, step into your side plank, or stay in the modified kneeling plank. Left knee comes back down, and the right foot sweeps forward and then back for thread the needle. Stepping it back to side plank. Front kick, toe tap. Engage that glute. Thread the needle. Look up. Step it to side plank. Front kick. Leg sweeps back and behind you. Lift. Find your side plank. Front kick. Really try to keep the lower back stable here as you come into thread the needle and into your side plank. Front kick. Engaging that right glute for that thread the needle. Same thing here. Keep engaging the glute. Those are your hip extensors. Open up the front of your hip socket as you do the 8 circles in both directions. Coming back to kneeling. And back to our step outs, side to side. I'm a little more wobbly now because I'm tired, but that's okay and it's to be expected. Just a few more, keep breathing, keep stepping it out, and we are about to enter our final component of the class, which is going to be one circuit, which we will do for 2 rounds, featuring the lower body. So we're going to start with 10 squats. Finding our position, bring your feet parallel at shoulder distance apart, a little wider than hips. Inhale down, exhale, press up through the heels, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes, and bringing the arms back into shoulder extension. Inhale, the arms come forward in front of your shoulders. Exhale, lift. Staying in that tall, neutral spine, no arching or rounding of the lower back. 10 total squats. Now, 8 elevator squats. Sumo squat, turned out at the hips. 2 pulses down, raise the heels. In one swift motion, exhale up. So you'll notice As you come down, stop halfway and then lower all the way. Raise the heels, exhale up. Elevator squats. You can think of it as a sumo squat with kind of a ballet releve at the bottom. Releve just means a heel lift. Again, keeping your nice and tall, neutral spine. Abs are pulled in towards the spine, really engaging the back posterior side of your body. And good job with those. Turn around so you can see my side body for the 8 invisible ball slams. We're going to exhale down this time because you're pretending you're slamming a ball to the floor. And inhale, lift the heels, lift the arms. Slam that ball down, but make sure that you are keeping that back neutral. That means you don't have to bring your fingertips to the ground. Coming into 8 switch foot side kicks. We're going to start with a little shuffling side to side to get warmed up here. We're going to do 2 shuffles, 1 side kick. Really develop that leg, bend and extend. Pretend you have a target to the left, now you're kicking something to the right. I don't know what you're kicking, but let it guide this motion. Really strong kicks. Those went by really fast. Now we've got our amazing single leg skater jump combo. We're going to start with level 1, build to level 2, 3, and 4. You can always stay at level 1 or 2. So the level 1 is no impact. We're stepping side to side, no jump, into a curtsy lunge, keeping that second toe in line with the knee as we step into the lunge. If you want a little more intensity at the jump, you're jumping about 1 meter, 3 feet, left and right, and you're tapping the ball of the foot down, using your arms as momentum to help you jump left and right. Moving on, level 3. We're adding a hover. So we're keeping that jump, pressing off of the grounded foot to jump laterally and stabilize on that grounded leg. Okay, level 4, we add a front kick. This is the most plyometric, highly intense version. It's okay if you don't get here today. We do have a second round coming up, so you can always try it on that round. Exhale on that kick. Trying not to wobble is really hard on the sand, by the way. And then walk it out. Congratulate yourself for successfully completing round 1 of the leg circuit. Take a sip of water, towel off. We're going to do all of that again and focus on our form, on our breath, and on the execution of movement, even more so during the second go about. So back to our 10 squats, staying parallel through the feet. Really focusing on the breath. Remember, inhale down, exhale up. If I came and poked you, tried to push you around, you would be so strong right now that you would not budge. Remembering to keep that back nice and tall. No collapsing in this squat. 8 elevator squats. Find that sumo squat position. Your arms could be wherever. You can have the hands on your hips. I like to have my palms together. Get them out of the way. Engage the biceps a little bit. As long as you're relaxing the shoulders. Because this is not an upper body exercise. We're really trying to relax the upper body here. Focusing all of our intentions into the lower body. So now you can see my side body a little bit more. And you can tell that I'm really trying to be as tall as possible throughout this exercise. And we have our 8 invisible ball slams, where we have that heel raise, where we inhale overhead right here, slam the ball, exhale. I want you to really use your imagination here. Pretend you've got a sandbag or a ball filled with sand, and you want to slam that ball down really hard, but you want to pick it up with a nice posture with that neutral spine. Switch foot, getting ready for our side kicks. 1, 2, step, kick. 1, 2, imagine your target. 1, 2, step, kick. Getting our obliques, the side abdominal muscles, more engaged in this lateral action. And we are already back to our single leg skater jumps. Since you've known the options, you can always start at the hardest one. We've got level 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to go through all of them again with you. But now you have a better idea on how to execute them well. So here we've just got that lunge, curtsy lunge. Level 2, adding the jump, but still tapping back. Not as much reliance on balance here, but increasing our intensity. Level 3, hovering the back foot, ending in a single leg squat. Swinging those arms in opposition just like you are running. And level 4 brings us to the front kick. Jump and kick. Jump and kick. I think it's really fun, but if you're trying this for the first time, you might be wobbling a lot, and that is to be expected. Just a few more. And you made it through the entire circuit. Walk around, give yourself a little pat on the back, and we're going to wrap up class. Standing at the edge of your mat, we will now return to 4 shoulder rolls in each direction. Really moving into the full range of motion available to you at your shoulder socket. Inhale and raise the arms up, exhale down. Palms face up and then they face down. Really filling your lungs all the way and then audibly exhaling into a quad stretch, bringing the right knee towards the left. Inhaling, lifting that left arm up, lengthening through the front of the right hip. So we're stretching not only the quadricep muscles, but also the hip flexors by creating a space on the front of the left hip. Pulling your heel towards your bum. Inhale up, thoracic extension. Exhale, roll 1 vertebrae at a time and hang your arms reaching towards the floor. Bend the knees, roll up through the spine, reach back for another thoracic extension, pressing the hips forward will help to support your lower back. Bend the knees, once again roll up, heavy head. Reach back, engage the core and the glutes. Roll forwards. Bend your knees. Final roll up through the spine. Heel lift and hold the heels up as we elevate the arms and sweep them overhead 3 times. Little balance challenge to end class today. Press your palms together at heart center and flutter your eyelids closed. Inhale through the nose. Take a deep breath to fill your belly and then your lungs. Exhale, empty the lungs, empty the belly. One more cleansing breath in through the nose and audibly out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me, Kira Kinesis, here at the lovely Pismo Beach. I hope you feel as refreshed as I do. Please like and subscribe if you are interested in joining future classes and unlocking all of the beautiful ways your body can move. Thank you.